Y'all, the drama between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez is far from being over, and Megan is making it super clear that she is not forgiving Tory. She recently revealed what punishment she wants him to get, and it looks like she is holding a big old grudge. She wants him under where? I don't know about you guys, but it feels to me like the battle between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez has been going on forever. Yeah, I know that it's only been 2 years, but it feels like 10. There has been so much going on with the case that it's hella hard to keep track of everything. But hey, that's why y'all have me, because there's nothing I like better than to follow the happening tea and spill it for you guys. Okay, so for those who have somehow forgotten about this battle and how it started in 2020 when Tory and Megan's friend Kelsey Nicole were on their way back from a party thrown by Kylie Jenner. An argument started in the car and Megan got down from the car to walk away from the scene, and she got shot in the feet, allegedly. When the cops were called, she claimed that she had stepped on glass. She later claimed that she lied because she was scared. Unfortunately, this lie later turned out to mean that there are many people who didn't believe her when she came online to say that Tory shot her. At first, she tried to protect him, and she got tired of protecting him when he wasn't showing remorse, so she went live on Instagram to put him on blast.
Yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and stop lying.
Then Tory was charged to court, and that's when the real drama started. Of course, he claimed that he wasn't the one who did it. He also low-key implied that it was actually Kelsey Nicole who had her. Reports were flying around that Kelsey found out that Megan and Tory have been doing the nasty together, and Kelsey got mad at Megan because Megan knew that Kelsey had a thing for Tory, and allegedly it wasn't the first time that Megan had hooked up with a guy that she knew Kelsey was into. So now this is the part about who's doing the nasty with who, and that's alleged, because Megan herself has denied it. Tory, on the other hand, again hinted that it was true because he tweeted, "Good D had me messing with 2 best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." He also said, "You can't buy and tweet your way out of this one, not today." However, this response was bad for him because the courts had already warned him to keep Megan's name out of his mouth. Megan's lawyers took this to court and argued that he was throwing shade at her, which violated the court orders. So Tory had his bail increased to $350,000. But yeah, like I said, this case has more than enough drama going on. Megan then went on CBS Mornings with Gayle King, and she opened up about the situation.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, "Dance," and he started shooting. And I look down at my feet because I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really
Now, y'all know how I said that people were already doubting Megan? Well, it got even worse because the cops claimed that the bullet fragments that were removed from her feet somehow went missing. Also, a police report leaked online saying that Megan was actually treated for injuries from glass cuts. The document said, Pete, that's Megan's last name, was transported to Cedars-Sinai and was treated by Dr. Lafredo for lacerations to her left foot. Dr. Lafredo confirmed lacerations due to stepping on glass. On the other hand, there is also this document that claims that bullet fragments were removed from Megan's feet, so everything is just an entire major mess. But anyways, now to the latest tea in this drama. Megan recently did a cover story for Rolling Stone magazine, and again she talked in depth about the case and how she feels about it. I read the interview and I kind of feel bad for Megan because if we're honest, she has been dragged for 2 years over this issue, and I know that's gotta be draining for anyone. She said, "I see people saying, dang, I would've shot that B too, and I personally feel like this crosses the line. It's totally fine to not like her or her music, but wanting to hurt her is just insane, and people really need to work on being nicer to each other." Megan also believes that she has somehow become the villain in the story, even though she is the one that got hurt and is still walking around with fragments in her feet, allegedly. She said, "In some kind of way, I became a villain, and I don't know if people don't take it seriously because I seem strong. I wonder if it's because the way I look. Is it because I'm not light enough? Is it that I'm not white enough? Am I not the shape, the height, because I'm not petite? Does it seem like I'm not worth being treated like a woman? I kind of agree with her because there are way too many comments online bashing her and saying all kinds of nasty stuff about her. And if you've seen some of the comments that I'm talking about, then you'll agree that they are downright hurtful. Megan also talked about how she's trying to get over the whole thing, saying, I'm trying every day to get through it and be good. I feel so bad because I don't feel like anybody's taking me seriously, but I don't want them to see me cry. I don't want them to know that I feel like this because I don't want them to feel like, oh, I got you, I'm breaking you. Now at this point, the interviewer asked about how she felt about Tory and what she wants to happen to him, and she replied with, I want him to go to jail. I want him to go under the jail. Well, I can't say that I blame Megan because she totally has a right to be upset, and if I got shot in the foot, I'm pretty sure that I would want whoever did it to go to jail for a very, very long time. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Tory did it or that he didn't do it. That's not for me to say, and we're going to have to wait for a jury to decide on that. I'm just saying that it's totally normal for Megan to want an attacker to be punished and do time for it. Whether or not Tory did it or if Megan is lying is another matter entirely though, and so I'm not going to talk much about that. I'm just saying that it's normal to carry a grudge because I know that I would carry a grudge forever if I got shot in the foot by a friend. But again, fans are divided on this, and some are solidly on Megan's side. Someone said, he actually deserves to rot. And another fan commented, she's right and she should say it, lock him up. Some fans are still convinced that she is lying, like this fan who compared her to Amber Heard saying, who's ready for Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard part 2? And another fan said, Tory ain't even you, yet you still going with this stuff? Let that man go and let that man make his money and be talented. And this person simply tweeted, girl, shut up already. Then some fans are still wondering why Megan is allowed to talk about the case when Tory has a gag order that prevents him from talking about the case, even if it's in his own defense. Someone said, how is it that Megan Thee Stallion and her team can talk about the situation and publicly drag Tory Lanez, but he's not allowed to say a word? What happened to the legal system? This isn't fair. This other fan tweeted, I think it's crazy that Megan is allowed to say whatever she wants regarding the case, but Tory isn't allowed to defend himself. So the public is gonna side with her narrative, which I don't think is fair. If one of them can talk, the other should. Innocent until proven guilty. Oh, there's also another category of fans, and those are the fans that still think that this is all a plan from Megan's label to promote Megan and make Tory look bad in the process. For example, this person said, the CEO of Megan Thee Stallion's label, Desiree Perez, is on the council at Rolling Stone, who just published her latest article spreading lies on Tory Lanez. This is also the same woman Megan's best friend Kelsey said blackmailed her with the naughty tape if she spoke out. Megan is trash. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about this because I don't even know what to say. But hey, just because Tory is not allowed to talk about it doesn't mean that he isn't going to find some sneaky ways to do it. Sources have leaked that Tory is beyond mad at the new article and he feels like it's unfair that he isn't allowed to defend himself. The sources claim that he is furious over the new interview and he can't wait until the trial starts in September so the case finally gets resolved. He also threw some subtle shade online in a tweet he posted not long after the article was released. He said, letting things slide to keep the peace starts a war inside yourself. This makes it clear that he's wishing that he actually took the case more seriously, because if he had, he might not be in a situation today. But again, I'm not saying that Tory is guilty or not. I'm also not saying that Megan is lying or not. I'm just laying out the facts for you guys, so I don't want nobody coming in the comments for me saying that I'm supporting Megan or Tory, because I know y'all like to tussle. The trial continues in September and hopefully we're gonna have some answers then. In the meantime, you guys need to check out this other Messy Celeb video because I know you're gonna love it.